So we just got done shining this thing up for this video. We're pretty much just gonna go over my Superjet surf build and the steps it took to get it to where it is right now. Pretty much a whole winter project, and there's just a lot of like little things that I was like tweaking after it was done and getting it tested and tuned right. The 110. I was supposed to have this build done pretty much last week. Built these forks up from SGB. They look insane, but they're still sitting here. Haven't even touched them because I actually, it's kind of an irony where it's a jet ski video right now. I blew my eardrum out on this thing. I wasn't wearing a helmet. We usually wear helmets on these things. I was just trying to ride from point A to point B at this point in time and just got a little sketchy speed wobble on the thing. And I actually smashed the side of my head and like ear right here on the top of this thing. I'm pretty lucky I didn't get knocked out. I had a little concussion. I was like up all night throwing up and everything. My ear was bleeding and draining and everything. It's getting a little better, so I had to postpone that about a week or two. That's literally the next step of my agenda. First, I want to give a shout out to JCrack29 because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have even gotten the jet skis in the first place. And he's been helping me out tremendously with learning how to work on this thing and showing me what to do and what not to do. Very first thing I did to the ski with handlebars, I did a throttle lever. I also did a heavy duty pull spring down in there so like the pull feels a little lighter in your hands. I rode it like that pretty much all last summer, and then the beginning of this winter, me and Jay Crack, we started. First thing we did was strip the stock turf off and the dash, whatever, everything that was back here, we stripped it all off. Got the foothold molds from Tigercraft, so shout out to Tony at Tigercraft. I did 2 rear and I did a toe hold. I had those glassed in at a fiberglass shop at my house. The dude did a really good job. Once I got it back from being glassed, I pretty much just went ahead and started turfing it. We'll roll the clips now. We're working on the Superjet surf build now. Shout out to Tigercraft. We got all kinds of parts for this thing. We got some turf, some footholds, a B-pipe, a bunch of other stuff. We'll get more into it later in the video. But as for now, last night I was making templates. As you can see, it's taped to the garage door right now. Basically, we just masked this in some type of duct tape that Crackhead cut out the template, and we sent it to this. Gotta let this glue dry on the turf every couple layers. This is my second layer drying right now. We gotta do a third layer, let it dry, and then it should be good to slap on. We got some Belosian engine stoppers and Kenny keepers, whatever you want to call them. We got a primer ball because I am doing a pipe now. We got a limiting rope, a bilge pump, new hood clips so they don't flex. I heard the stock ones flex. We got a hood strap, the ratcheting system, little watt holes that say Tigercraft, some new jets, a couple other little things. But yeah, so we're gonna start tearing some stuff out of my engine compartment while we wait on the turf to dry. We got both sides of these turf on. Now the next step, this is the piece of foam that's going on the bottom. It's a thick piece, but we got it all pretty much cut out, and we're gonna trim it up, glue it in there, and go from there. So she kind of just eats at me. I've been skipping through some of the processes of doing the foaming on this because literally all it is cutting a piece, putting it in there, staring at it, stressing about it, taking it out, trimming it off, putting it back in there, staring at it, stressing about it even some more, taking it out, retrimming it, and just over and over and over and getting it to how you like it. Right now we just finished gluing on this piece right here. There's a piece of foam up under this as well. I got 2 layers of foam under my footholds and one all the way around the inside. The water box, Crack's reinstalling it. We pulled the stock one out.
Shout out Mike Pettit.
Yeah, shout out Mike Pettit, but Crack grinded it open. This big weld right here, cut it open, drilled out a couple holes inside of there, and then Mike Pettit welded it back together for me. So shout out Pettit. We just finished the turf last night. We just have to do some final trimming. I'll get you guys a little close up right now of the final look of it. For my first turf job, I think it looks pretty good. The feet look good. There's little like indents right here for your feet. see if I can show you. Toe hold. And yeah, we still got to do all the dash stuff, put the B-pipe in. I got all kinds of new stuff, so we'll get working. Cold fusion hood hooks. It's the prongs that are right there on the front of the hood, and these clips on the inside, so the front's gonna be like nice and sturdy in there. And start doing all the drilling for the dash, which I have also a limiting rope for the pole, and I have watt holes. This was the first hole drilled. We got a bilge put in there already. Got it glued it down in the bottom right there. Alright, so we did some damage to the front of this thing already. We got the ratchet in. We got the limiting rope connect right here. And the hood straps. As well as the cold fusion hood hooks. Assortment of parts we got left. There's the pipe. We got a tow hook. Here's some needle adjustments for the carbs. We got a Surf Lifesaver switch. Candy keepers. New air filters. So J-Crack got the pipe in on this puppy. Next,
It's coming back out.
It's coming back out.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Fit it.
cut that to
Nice.
the right length.
Well, next we got some carb work going down. But nice. Carbs are together, and they look prime time.
Yeah.
Hot mods. The rotary switch hooked up to the bilge. We still gotta wait for this watt hole. We'll get it in a couple days. Put my SLS switch up top. All this thing does is pretty much if you get stuck in the surf and you're about to get cleaned up and your skis off, you could just slide this under, start your ski and get out of harm's way, and then put your tether back in and continue normally. But this is what the inside of my hole's looking like. We could give you a nice comparison right now because there is a stock Superjet right here. Alright, well, first start.
It ain't gonna start though because there's no fuel in the
It's gonna take a second.
I really need to just take the air filters off.
To start it?
Yeah. Ooh, she sounds nice.
Yeah.
Tang tang.
Tang.
Thing sounds nasty.
Dude, it sounds good. I'm so happy right now. I have like a permanent smile on my face. I'm gonna be smiling all
Now
night
we gotta run it
sleeping.
on water.
Now that we know she runs pretty good, next step is we're gonna cut this pole. And we're gonna get rid of my name and number on this thing now.
Oh yeah, new stickers.
Yeah. Last thing I filmed with this thing was us cutting this pole down. I ended up cutting my stock pole 3 inches, and it doesn't even seem like it's enough, because I think the bars should be, I mean, pretty much from what I've heard of people saying, the bars should be flush with this right here on a Superjet. I actually tried backflipping this on V-Wake once already. Didn't go so good because the wake wasn't that good, but I think this thing, the way it is, could definitely come around no problem on like a bigger wave or steep enough wave, but definitely a shorter pole will help. My next step might be do some steering, because this is a 2018 and the steering isn't that good on it if you know about them. I want to do the old style Superjet cable and a shorter steering plate. I cut the ride plate. I actually just did this a couple days ago. I cut it flush and then I decut it. And that lets the pump sit in the water a little better. Two strokes. Who doesn't love 2 strokes? This thing sounds so mean. I love it. That's pretty much a wrap for this thing. If you guys like jet skis, give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments down below. I'll have to get some GoPros on this thing, get you guys some footage, first ride on this. I haven't really showed you guys much on this, but I definitely want to flip it in the surf. So we'll get that in the vlog. So we'll catch you next time. Peace.